So the AVID program is mostly about getting young students ready for college.
With AVID, it has helped me stay on track because of all the organization.
It's a lot of work, but it's worth it.
So AVID stands for Advancement via Individual Determination, and it's a program to help students who have the potential to go to college but just might need a little support in order to achieve that goal. So AVID first started in California in the early 1980s and then kind of spread across the United States, and it's now currently in other countries as well as the United States. We brought it to Chatham County in 2006, so this is our 16th year of working with AVID.
We've got a governor and we have a planter.
The AVID program is something that I was interested in for several reasons. Number one, I like the idea of having a class follow me for the 4 years so I could really get to know them.
Both of those would cause growth, right?
And I also like the idea of teaching them the skills to be successful, not just academically, but beyond in their secondary education and in the workforce and career too.
In 2017, we decided as a school that we were really going to make sure that these wonderful things that were happening for these elective students were able to be shared with all of our students.
My first 2 years, I wasn't using the stuff they told us to use, and I kind of got back behind on my grades and stuff. But now that the beginning of this year, I see that since I'm following more of the orderly stuff that they use, my grades are a lot higher than they would normally be. The AVID skills that I've learned in Miss Page's class, she likes us to use Cornell notes. We use a collaboration during sometimes we have breakout groups where we can discuss topics about what we're learning about.
The benefit for teachers is that they get to share their content and then facilitate the rest and watch students really engage in the work.
Like in the math department, when we meet as a PLC, we bounce off, hey, I did this week. And we're like, oh, that sounds, and so we use the strategies amongst all the other classes.
Yeah, we've got awesome faculty. So we have a lot of staff development. So we'll go through how to perform a certain AVID task or skill. And it really, causes you to think and reflect back on your own teaching practices. And I'll say this, a lot of the AVID skills and strategies, it's a way to get the students up, to collaborate with their peers, to use technological resources, and it's a really good fit.
And it's also really exciting when someone calls and says, I spoke to so-and-so and they said we really needed to talk to you guys about your AVID program. I mean, that just means a lot.
To have that time in school to do it is great, because if I had to go home and submit 8 applications, it would be stressful, and I don't know if my applications would be good or not. But through the AVID program, they go through, they check your applications before they send them, make sure you have everything, all your papers. It's a great program for that.
AVID has helped me because they have a timeline for us, so we're not all just alone. We all do it as a class, so if there's another student who's also applying to the same college I am, and we have a question, we can just go ask each other if the teacher's busy.
AVID helped me with my writing through the Cornell notes process a lot, taking better notes through the focused note-taking process and through our summaries and through our tutorials, TRFs, really helped me better put information in notes and tutorials and stuff.
So the I in Wicker is inquiry, and it's helped me because in AVID, you're required to go back and highlight main ideas, maybe write in the margins what you think is important, find good questions and stuff. So that's really helped me because I had to go back and read the passage, highlight what I thought was important, maybe circle dates or important stuff that I want to stand out to me, and that's really helped a lot.
Collaboration is you're working with your classmates and your peers, and so I've learned that it's important to work with them because sometimes what I think might not be the right answer, but what they think might not be either, but when we come together and think, we get a better, more knowledgeable answer.
So I feel like this helped me by getting more organized and figure out, what work to put in each class and what assignments to do, because we also have like a planner that we have to write down every single day for all our classes, especially for like tests and exams.
R is for reading, and now that I am dually enrolled is when I really see the value in R. Through AVID, we've picked up on like reading tips, so like writing in the margins or marking out a word that we don't understand and using a word that we do understand. But in doing that, I'm expanding my vocab, because I'm like, I didn't know what this word meant, but I was able to connect a word that I can relate with that word, and they have the same meaning. So that definitely helps me expand on my vocabulary, but also just being able to make connections in the text.
The benefit for the community is to be able to say, in my community is a school not only dedicated to making sure students are prepared for next steps, but they're also on the national stage and nationally known for what they do here. And our community gets the benefit from that. Our students get that benefit.
It has really helped me a lot, because AVID keeps you on top of your game, having binders organized, making sure you look over your notes, have questions and summaries, which really helped me a lot, like a lot.
It's probably one of the greatest accomplishments, knowing that you have helped a student who, when they started high school, wasn't even sure that they wanted to go to college or even apply to college or even thought that they would finish high school, and seeing them get accepted into a four-year college.
As an 8th grader, I didn't exactly know what going to college looked like for me as a first-year student. And so now I have the confidence to say that even though my parents didn't go, that I know I'm capable of going.
I just think it's really important to note that we are the first rural national demonstration school in the country. So, and I think that just adds power to a small town community to be able to kind of hit the national map in a way that shows that we can send students to a college from a rural area.
It's really been a good thing to have in my high school career. It's that security. All 4 years of my high school career, I've had the same class. I've gotten to really know the people in my class, and AVID as a program has taught me a lot, from helping my public speaking, like doing this. I normally wouldn't do this, and helping me prepare for college, learning to challenge myself. It's really done a lot for me.